The cards speak. Justice listens. Welcome to the unseen. Truth doesn't hide forever, not from the eyes that see. Spirits stir, clues awaken. Let the seeing begin. Behind every crime, a shadow speaks. I'm Lady Zelda. Welcome to Seeing Crime. Hello there, everyone. Hi, how are you? It is storming out like crazy thunderstorm warnings, sirens going off, craziness happen. So I thought I would just come into my little chamber and be with all of you and say hello. This is another room in the house. So I have a very good view of the next castle over. So there you go. So thank you. And it's been wild here all day. And here comes somebody to visit already. What is his name? His name is Petey Pinknose, or Paranormal Petey. They're a little affected by the storm. Hello, Angel. And you see, we have a framed portrait of Sammy, since she is the keeper of the castle and the owner, and I pay her rent every day. So there you go. So there we are, my darlings. I've got the fireplace going. I've got everything. We're just ready to go. So there we are, my darlings. It's all good. So if I lose you, hang tight, because I've got my phone and I'm signed in. So we'll just keep going. Boom. That's it. We'll just keep going. It's been crazy. It was nice today. I got a few errands done, and then all of a sudden I hear the siren going off. I don't know what's more scary in some regard. Is it the sirens that happen, or is it the weather itself? Who knows? But anyway, we're here and we're going to have some fun. Now, I have a very important announcement. Pardon me, here we go. We started already, my darlings, and welcome. First of all, thank you so much for being here. It is June the 14th, Saturday at 7:05 p.m. We're getting an early start. And I'm going to tell you, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good about things. And I feel like my intuition is pretty much right on. So there we are. Everything is going to be just fine. And I can tell you this, Microdots is coming out. I got a little preview. He's coming out with some great information, great videos. I cannot wait. So there we go, my darlings. All is very good. And yes, and I can tell you what, Kim, I read about this. That is shocking and appalling, and it's so sad. And hearts go out to Minnesota, the family, everyone there. She gave a statement, and she was crying during the statement. And I think that she kind of knew that things were not going to be accepted. So we're not going to get into that, but everything is going to be, prayers for him, prayers for the family, prayers. So there you go. Hi, Debbie. How do I feel about Aunt Bev selecting the foreman? I think it's okay. She always picks number one. But I think this is juror number 5. And if you missed it yesterday, juror number 5 has got some very good vibes around him. I do not see a not guilty. I do not see a mistrial. Tomorrow I will read and I will post on it. I do believe that Monday after lunch and before the end of the day, we may get a verdict. If not, it should be by Tuesday, end of the day. That's it. If it goes past Wednesday, then I get a little concerned about, things. So there we go. So anyway, well, we're going to watch what we put in the chat, my darlings, about things, because I can tell you, YouTube does not like it. I've gotten 2 strikes for who knows what. So we're going to, they're just coming out pretty heavy. But I have an announcement that I think that is very, very important. Okay, hold on, Aunt Baby. My only concern is that he's the only one that never took a note. But if you say, okay, so listen, my darlings, when I was on jury duty a few times, I started out taking notes. And it turned out that I couldn't pay attention to what was going on in the courtroom because I was too concerned and too fixated that on the note taking, because I was trying to write in, a little bit. I was writing in a different language. I was writing all kinds of things, all this stuff. And when I decided not to take notes, I was able to retain more. Because here's the thing, if you're taking notes, you're not watching the people on the witness stand that much. You're not watching reactions. And remember, a lot of this is the court of public opinion that bleeds over into the court. You're going to see different reactions to different things. And I can bet you he was watching across the aisle on the O'Keefe side of things. I can bet you he was watching the witnesses and he was watching other things. I'm okay. I'm okay. So there you go. So I think it's good. I think it's good, but I have a little announcement. And this is very important. And I want you guys to see, I was alerted of this today. I probably am the only one who has this information. I found it while digging around. And let me know what you think. Ready? Look who's opening his own ham sandwich shop. And look at the marketing that he's got. Just looking, look. A surveillance special. He can't even spell surveillance correctly. So we know that he wrote it out. Buy one and we film you anyway. So there's your BOGO, right? Arca has an approved deluxe sandwich. So Dr. Rentschler, if you're watching this, we're going to try to get him on DoorDash so that this can be delivered to whomever. So this is really important. And you know what? I did a little bit more digging, and I think that he's got an investor. And I think their name is Arpiture. Would it surprise you? No, it doesn't surprise me. So ham sandwiches for my friend. And I'm going to say this. I am not going to get over this ham sandwich thing for a long while, because the look on Dr. Rentschler's face, oh my heck, that Dr. Rentschler, I mean, when he started talking about this as though it was a covert activity, and the fact that he could not have a ham sandwich, this man was getting ready to travel forevermore. He was getting ready to travel, and he was kind of sitting away. He could hear people talking. I'm positive that they were not talking about the case. And he went and stood in a corner until his ride showed up. What were you doing, Hank? You were watching, you can watch ring film, you can watch camera stuff, but you can't get the camera footage from across the street of 34 Fairview Road. You can get the camera information from where they were having lunch. That means you were spying on him. Shame, shame. You were spying on the defense. Were you listening in? Shame, shame. Did you not have a sequestration order? I'm going to say it like you would. Shame, shame on you, Hank. And believe me, I'm sure that your little ham sandwiches, or could this be where the pig DNA came from? Oh, it could have been from Hank and one of his ham sandwiches. The fact that he did that just absolutely slays me. Seriously. I mean, loser Hank. Loser. You sloppy dog, you. You should have hot dogs with your ham sandwiches, because we could call it the Hank's sloppy dog, because that's exactly what you are. I'm telling you, ham sandwiches. Like, oh, hey, let Miss Dr. Rentschler, can I bribe you with a ham sandwich before you go back? Get lost, loser Hank. Oh my heck. Whatever. So anyhow, my darlings, there we go. I think the ham sandwich part was in one of the documentaries that Hank watched while looking for clips for Karen's manipulation. Yes. Yeah, I think he used a lot of little things. Hank desperately needs to see a speech therapy. He needs to see a therapist, period, in my book. But I'm not so sure. It's probably a ham sandwich. Oh, bravo. Emily, bravo. I love that. Hello, my darling Welcher squelching lamb top. Hello, now I'm talking like that. Laptop. Thank you for being here. Thank you. I love it. I'll have the turkey sandwich. In fact, when I'm done with the stream, and yes, for all of you, I am putting together, I have dug out some of my mother's, my grandmother's, my great-grandmother's recipes, and I'll put them together in a little predictive cookbook, because I predict you'll all love it. So there we are. So there, my darling. But see, I can't let this ham sit. Listen, if you want to make me laugh, because seriously, my darlings, it's not funny, but it's funny. When this is all over and she is acquitted, oh my gosh. I mean, you know what? I could probably DoorDash him some ham sandwiches. But I was sure he would trace that. My gosh, my darlings, listen, you guys are wonderful. We have some starred things I want to address tonight. First of all, let's all welcome Kathy 0205. Look at that profile picture. I always look at the profile pictures. Loving this one. Hi, Zelda and chat. I'm new and just started following Zelda. Well, bless your little heart. Bless your little pea-picking heart. And welcome to the House of Zelda. Welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. Cheryl, you darling, gifted, fate and fortune, 10. That is True Oracle, and welcome to True Oracle. I don't know if Mrs. Marie is with us tonight, but I know she's always here in spirit. And thank you so much for gifting. Petey is walking there. You just saw a tail. He was walking past the camera. So thank you, Cheryl. You're always so good. And there's Aunt BB, a member for 9 months. And I hope it's a lot more, my darling, because listen, I'm going to be, I'm planning on being here until Petey decides, no, I'm planning on being here until they take me to the top of the castle and I'm no longer seen. That's pretty true. Just send me some ham sandwiches. Thank you, thank you. Now, Honey had a very important, Honey 28. She's my sister in soul here, because I wish I could wear that dark lipstick, and not just at Halloween. Listen, I started wearing black fingernail polish, and I never thought I would. And the moment that I put it on, I had so many compliments, and I could just hear my mother and my grandmother rolling in their graves like on a rotisserie. Just roll, roll. And I bet you if I put that, I might try it. You just never know. But I think it looks fab. And you know what? I'm all for women. You wear your makeup the way you want to wear your makeup, and don't let anybody else tell you what in the absolute heck. That's where I stand. So anyway, you have a wonderful comment, and it's exactly Zelda. Some people can't take notes. Everyone's brains process things differently. It's like computers. Some run Windows, some run Linux, and some run DOS, right? Right? I'm a Mac girl, but right now I'm on a Windows system. Uh, Mac will update you and say, here you go. Here's 3 free updates for you. But Windows is like, we're going to another operating system. So get your checkbook out. And if, maybe if you're lucky, then we'll support that operating system that you're on. Get out. I don't like that. Mac, I never thought I would be a Mac girl. But oh, some of the editing software, oh, yeah. Windows, I struggle with a little bit. Hello. But I've got a new processor. Used to call it a tower in the old days. My son still laughs at me and thank you very much for that comment. My son used to laugh at me because I would just call it a tower. Well, that's what we called it. I mean, hello, when I started with a computer back in 1995, I got mine from Gateway, the ones with the cows. The ones with the cows, Gateway, computers. And I bought a warranty, and thank the good Lord above that I did. Because during my duration, that was the best computer that I've ever had. And during my duration that I've had that computer, I changed out the motherboard. They did all this, changed out the motherboard 3 times, replaced the monitor once, but it was one of those big honkin' big monitor type things. Replaced the keyboard twice and replaced something else in the tower. I moved, check this out, I moved and accidentally dropped that tower. And not only did it drop, it went scooching down a parking lot. And I went, oh, well, there goes my life on that computer. I held my breath, picked it up and said, good boy, you didn't fall apart. Put it back into my tracker at the time. I had a yellow convertible tracker. And that I was in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, and that's a whole other, but it was wonderful. And got it home, plugged it in. I was like, hello, we're ready to go. Never heard it a bit. And I thought, oh my heck. But soon I'm going to go back to the Mac. Now, what I've got right now was my son gave me he bought a very nice, great big system because he has to keep up with things because he's a gamer. I got his Fallout, which I'll take it. But I had to tweak a few things, and it ended up that I just literally had to rebuild it. It took me 24 hours, but we're here and we're working. I've got another one. It's going to take me a little bit too, but it's big time. So I'm here and we're working, and there we go. And I'm sure that that's content that it doesn't really matter. But okay, here we are. And Dubra79, Zelda looking like Eli as always. Thank you. Love the hair. Well, it's kind of that I got it wet today. Pardon me, I got it wet today. I got it, it's kind of like let's see. I'll just twist it up. I was thinking I kind of looked like I don't know, Princess Leia there for a minute. I've got all this stuff going on. But anyway, thank you, because I do like to wear my hair up, because sometimes long hair kind of winds around. And for those of you who have long hair or have, the long hair winding around your neck. When I go to bed at night, I tie it up because I just can't do it. All right. Hi there, Mrs. Marie is in the chat. Hello, my darling. Hello. Now, and thank you so much. You are all so wonderful. Zelda, you had a Frankenpooter. I certainly did. And I'm about ready to make another one. But I'm looking forward to getting the Mac back. So there we are, getting my Mac back. And don't forget to stop by Hank's Ham Sandwich at a location coming near to you. I'm not going to get over that for a while, so we're going to be seeing that for a while. So there we are, my darling. And the hoops look super cute. Let me tell you something. Rosebud 4 went on my Amazon list and gifted me a lot of hoops that are gold and silver. And these are the smaller ones. And I'm going to tell you what I do. I have all kinds of little bracelet charms, bracelet beads, all this other stuff. And if you have that, I've got 2 of those on my hoops right now. At the end of the day, I'll take them off, put them back, and probably make another bracelet and call it a day. But listen, if you all do that, you can get a lot of wear. I'm a hoop girl. So thank you so much, Patty. Thank you and welcome here. Now, here is another little announcement that I'm going to start and talk to you about, because I do know that we are waiting for Karen Reed's verdict, and I'm going to be verdict watching tomorrow with all of you that want to come in. And I want to thank each and every one of you that kept saying, Zelda, it's here, it's here, it's here. I'm going to make sure I have all these tabs up. I'm going to make sure that I keep watching, and we're going to watch for a verdict. And you're going to hear more stories. You're just going to hear more and more and more. But here's what I want you to do, because as of next Sunday, let me get a date for you. Next Sunday, the 21st of June, and I want to have this 2 times a month. So what I'm going to do is start the 21st of June, and then the next will be July 5th. Now, I know that July 4th is a holiday. Many of you may be celebrating, but July 5th. So mark your calendars. Sunday. Oh, sorry. That is Saturday. Zelda. Sunday, the 22nd of June, and then Sunday, the 29th of June. How's that? I'm going to do it 2 times a month. We are going to do member only live for True Oracle, and I'm going to read your cards 2 times a month, Sundays, every other Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern. Okay? And so if you're not over there now, here is the link for those of you to go over to True Oracle. There may be some memberships that you can grab, because Cheryl just donated And I put that link in the chat. She just donated 10 memberships. So there you go. There you go. So my darlings, all is well. All is well. Here we are, Miss Murder Mittens and that cat. You know how I am. Just want to say thank you for guiding us through this insanity. Well, you're welcome, because you're here with me and I'm there with you, and I couldn't do it without you. Love spending time with you and your and your this amazing community. I can talk, I promise. Thank you so much for your generosity. That's very kind of you, and we all love being here. So there we go. There we go. So let me see. I'm going to catch up here. She could get probation, but I don't have faith in Bev. No. But that is something that she can clearly, because they did not take a breathalyzer and they did not fill out the form. But I know, see, the defense wanted that, and I know it's one of those little things that they know better than Zelda. So there we go. So I don't know. Now, usually, I'm not a lawyer, but usually anything over 1 year is a felony. But in the state of Massachusetts, 2.5 years is the max for an OUI, and that is still a misdemeanor, which means she could stay in the financial realm once she got out. But I don't think we're going to have to worry about it. Don't think we're going to have to worry about it, because I'm going to tell you something. Bev will not say, she will not, no, she's not going to get time served, because she's been out on bail. She's been out on bail, and she hasn't been driving. That's another thing. Now, there we go. So we'll talk about that on Monday, but we've got some little things. But I got to tell you something. And you know what? Even though they were all drinking and driving, and they're all scumbags, as far as I'm concerned, in my opinion, allegedly, supposedly. It doesn't matter when it comes to Karen. And I don't think, even though she said she had 9 drinks, how could you have 9 drinks and keep walking? Now, I don't drink, except one time I had too many at Epcot. That's another story. My son still laughs at that. Now, another little announcement, my darlings. Another little announcement. You all are being so generous and sending me so many things from the wish list. I've got Rootology from Better with the Irish. I got these beautiful sets of different size hoops of silver and gold. Hoopy earrings from Rosebud 4. I got the cat's got some canned cat food from one of you who are generous that did not put a gift receipt. And I received this today, and I'm going to do an unboxing. And it's green. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Now, I know what this is. And when you see this, now, if you like my earrings, she bought me the hoops, and I'm always one, it ain't enough, right? Got to add a little bling. So I put the beads on. These are the same kind of beads that I make the key bracelets with. So I just put a bunch of beads and keys and moons and stars and all over. Lenox, China. I do not know who sent this to me today, but I received it today. My son was standing, and my son said, and yeah, of course he was standing. He was standing in our living room where I have my office, because I don't watch TV in here, and I need to spread out. And he looked at me and he said, Mom, Amazon is here. Now, Amazon, I'm going to tell you something. Pardon me. Amazon are turds. They will stand back about 3 or 4 feet and toss a package. And he said, Mom, Amazon just tossed a package. And when I saw this, I thought, Holy Mother of all that is living, let's hope Let's hope. So this, wait, I cannot wait to show you. You are all, I don't know who sent this, and whoever did. Zen Jen, was this you? Was this you, my darling? Was it you that sent this? Because there's not a gift thing. They are, I'm telling you, these Amazon drivers. Okay. Let's see. Let's see who this. Let me know, Zen Jen. Well, you darling. Bless you. Aw, Zen Jen. You all. Well, you're going to see this because I can't wait. And everybody's standing here. No, you're not. This will go in a cabinet, so nobody needs to. Nobody needs to worry. Oh, get back, nosy, Mrs. Kravitz, go. Here. Look, there is one plate. Is that not spectacular? Oh, there's more. I have to share this because y'all are going to see it in my little thingy, oh my gosh. Look at these little apothecary. Is that not cute? Oh my gosh. Witch's brew, enchantment lotion. I can't see the other one. Dragon, something or other. Zen Jen, bless you. Thank you. These are so awesome. And when my son, you guys are the greatest. They will look fantastic in my life. They will. Thank you, Jerry. They will. These, I'm not going to, of course, I won't be eating on these. Maybe if I have a little particular soiree, I might get them out. But I couldn't. Look at this. There's Poe. There is Poe. Oh my gosh. Zen Jen, you adorable little angel. So these are very special. And this is the play pretty stuff that I can just sit and look. There are 4 of them. And look at this. Look at that. Is that not the absolute cutest? And I will admit that my fans kind of look like this. No, they don't. I was going to say, since the Karen Reed, I cannot wait until this trial is over so I can feel like I can clean. Anybody else feel like this? Thank you, Zen Jen. This is Lennox, and I put it on my wish list, just thinking, oh my gosh, I want everybody to see my style and what I love. And I never expected. Pardon me, let me move this. It's making too much noise. Thank you. Oh, wait. Thank you. That is so generous, so wonderful. Oops. That is so generous and so wonderful. It is an amazing gift. I couldn't believe it. It's very special. And I can tell you this, when my son took a look at this, his eyes were like, he said, oh, Mom, the Amazon driver tossed those. I said, listen, I catch an Amazon driver tossing my things again, because they do. They stand back. They don't care. My son bought one of these artists because he is very good, and he draws and he sketches things out, and it's like an iPad, but it's for artistic drawing type thing, and he'll draw and draw. He got one of these, and holy mackerel, that Amazon driver tossed it. I swear. Since this has arrived, if I catch him tossing, I don't care if it's my cat food, I don't care if it's fuzzy slippers. If I catch them tossing my things again, I might consider tossing them. That is horrible. So anyway, it's just lazy in a minute. Hello. Look at this AD member for 2 months. Bless you, bless you. Thank you, my darlings. Thank you, thank you. So anyway, I just had to, play ball, right? I should go out there. Listen, you guys, I got to tell you this story, and then we're going to get into some things. Look at this. Amanda, a member for 1 month. You guys are awesome. So let me get back to this. Head on over to True Oracle. Make sure if you can catch a membership, because next Sunday, next Sunday, which will be the 15th of June, we will have at 2 p.m. because that's the only day of the week that I can do it. And I've been promising, and I just need to do it. We'll take a couple of hours, and I'm going to read your cards. Cheers. That's now, members on this channel, I've got some things planned for you. So hang tight, my darlings, because right now with Karen Reed, quite frankly, I don't have the energy to go around. Not tomorrow. I said the 15th, didn't I? Hello. I'll get it right. The 22nd. 22nd we will start. Not tomorrow. I apologize. June 22nd, we will start members only live, and me answering your readings, your questions. I'll get it, I promise, on True Oracle. So I left a chat link. I'm going to leave it there again for you all. Jump on over there. Hang out for a little while. Thank you, Dubra. Thank you, my darlings. Thank you, thank you. My darling, I just put, in fact, it's right above you. I just put a link in the chat if you want to go over there. Well, hang out, my darling, because sometimes people gift memberships, and you may be lucky. So hang out there for a little while. Hang out. So that's what you need to do. That's what you need to do. So I wanted to do that unboxing. I wanted to thank everyone for their very awesome gifts. Let me see, somebody, and I think we have a very special person in the chat. Did I see who's in here? Detective Mullins, are you in the chat? My darlings, are you in the chat? Because if so, welcome. We love you. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you. Thank you. I should be streaming on both channels right now. I should be streaming on both channels right now, my darlings. Here we go. Yes, I'm streaming on both channels. Let me look. There we go. So here we are. Now, that's not necessary. I mean, I don't want you to, there you go. No, I'm a member here. I meant for your channel. Okay, darling. Hang in there. Hang in there. We get gifts. You just don't know. She was. Okay. Okay. Well, we love her. We love everybody. Everyone, come on. Okay, here we are. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm catching up. I'm catching up. I can imagine Zelda chasing Amazon down the road with a broomstick. Yes, Zelda question. Yes, my darling. What is the best way to cleanse a deck of tarot? Oh, a Brian Kohlberger reading when he first got arrested. His energy is so icky. I needed a shower afterward, right? Listen, there is something. There's more to that case than meets the eye. Shaggy noodle. Let me show you. What I do, my darling, is this. Once I get a cat out of the way so I can see what I'm doing. Shaggy noodle. Coming here to say hello to Jerry. There was his tail. Okay. Best way to cleanse your tarot deck. I know you kind of knock the whatever out of it. I do that. But if I have a very hard reading like that, what I'll do is I have a black cloth other than the one that you guys see. I have a black cloth. I have protected markings from Solomon, like King Solomon protected markings that I put on there. And then what I do is I sprinkle salt. I sprinkle salt inside the cloth, put the tarot deck on the salt, sprinkle salt on top, wrap the tarot deck up, put it in a dark place, 48 hours, and you should be okay. That usually does it for me. Which one is better for you, Zelda? Which channel? Either one. Either one, but on True Oracle, I'm not doing any of the, I do a collaboration here because we're building up True Oracle. But now it's time, we have enough members that I want to treat you to your own readings. Like one question, simple question, no legal, no pregnancy, no medical type stuff. And, that sort of thing. Is my check coming in? Is my job going to be okay type stuff? That general questions. Here on the Seeing Crime, my channel, we're going to do more of the paranormal. We're going to do more of maybe some darker things to find. Now, we're not going to do darker things. We're going to look into perhaps who is doing darker things. And so members only for that. So I'll let you make the choice, my darlings. Let you make the choice. Deb S., good evening from Western Mass. When I served on a jury, I was picked as foreman by the judge, and I was in seat number 1. Yeah. I'm one of these sick ones, pardon me here, that I liked jury duty. But I don't do jury duty anymore because what? Okay. I don't know what. I don't know what. I have no idea what's going on. So I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep up. So I have no idea. My heart stopped. I don't know, honey. I don't know what's going on, AD. You'll have to clue me in. Couldn't remember who it was. I know. Okay. I don't know. All right. So anyway, let me catch up. Okay, I don't know what's happening. So we're just going to keep going. All right. So I'm behind. Yeah, I'm behind. I'm behind on things because I'm trying to answer everything. We are good now. Oh, good. All right, good. Thank you. Hello, blessed be. Teresa, hi, how are you? Good. I don't know what happened. I'll email you. Okay. Oh, I just heard from Richie. Okay, hopefully Richie will be in. Let me email him and let him know that we are on. Give me a second. Okay. So there we are. Let me get back to you. All right. Dubra. Okay, 49. We thought someone might be selected for the BK jury, but we are okay. Well, I wasn't going to really say anything, but you know what? If they are, I can't help it. I can't help it. I can't help it. But thanks for the warning. Thanks for the warning. Yes, my darling, we are going to do some EVPs tonight. I'm just trying to catch up. That's what I'm. Yeah, you need. If you're on True Oracle, you need to chat, because the more you chat, the more that YouTube does this thingy that you can just that it pushes you to the front to get a membership if it's gifted. Thank you. Thank you, my darling. I know. I'm like, oh my gosh, what did I do? Oh my goodness. Okay, my darling. There we go. Now, I love it. I love it. I love it. Let me catch up with you. Yes, I'm going to do all that tonight, Karen. I'm going to do it all. I just wanted to get some of these other things out of the way. There we are. Okay. Thank you. And thanks for looking out for us, AD. You're top shelf. Thank you. Thank you. I'm on Fate and Fortune, but the process for gifted memberships works the same way on either channel. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. So remember, Sunday, the 22nd, not tomorrow, as Zelda mistakenly said, we're going to start at 2 p.m. and we're just going to read a few little cards. We're going to sit here and see what's up. So get ready. Okay, there we are. Now I'm going to tell you about my Amazon, my other story, and well, I actually have two. The area that we live in is okay. I'm just going to say it. Okay. It's okay. I can't tell you what I really know, or because you guys will guess where I am, and I can't do that. So here's the deal. I was waiting for it was a Instacart. And at that time, because I live in a college area, at that time, there was there were a lot of people around here, and you had to watch because they would come and take packages, right? I mean, hello, shock. And so I knew Instacart because they text me. I knew they were coming. And in order to get to my front door, you have to go around this sidewalk type thing, and there's some bushes. There's only one way into my door and one way out. So I see that this Instacart guy, but I see there's another guy in the parking lot just sitting there. And I'm thinking, okay. And I saw this guy driving around a bit, and he kept driving. And I could see he was driving on other properties and, complexes, because you can see it's kind of flat here. So whatever. And I thought, well, maybe he's just looking for somebody. Sometimes that just happens. The Instacart guy delivered it. Just as he was going around the corner, this other guy gets out of his car, runs. I open the door, and this guy grabs the package as I went down and was grabbing it. I chased him to his car. Don't think I won't. I chased him, and I caught him. He was trying to open the car door, and I slammed the car door, and I said, hand me my package, or you're going to be leaving here with a severe limp. And he looked at me, and I said, where's your mother? Has your mother taught what is wrong with you? Where is your mother? And he starts to cry. And he said, and he goes into this big story. And I said, listen, if you want to get ahead in life, you don't steal what other people work so hard to get. What do you need? Do you need something? No, ma'am. Then why were you wanting to steal it? How do you know that I even had it? What if I had something that you couldn't have even used? And he was like, I'm so sorry. And I said, I should call the police on you to help you learn a lesson. Oh, no, please don't. And I said, listen, I'm going to do something. I'm going to let you go, but I've got your license plate. And if I see you haunting this area again, there won't be a second chance. You feel me? Are you with me, buddy? So there was another night. I'm on the phone, psychic line. Now I can hear when my son's truck door opens. And yes, I drive his truck. I sold my car when we moved here. And yes, I drive his truck. I can hear when his truck door opens, there's a certain sound, and when it closes. I heard his truck door open and it was locked. And it was dark. I don't know why I didn't have my light on. It was dark. So I have a small iron skillet that's about like an 8-inch, I guess, something like this. I grabbed my iron skillet and I turned out the lights and I sneaked out the door. And I came up on this guy who was in my son's truck in the middle. And my son had his Bible in the middle of the console of the truck. And this guy was looking for pew-pews. You know what I mean? Because on older trucks, guys keep them in their trucks for when they go hunting and blah, blah, blah. So I go up behind him and I put the handle of that skillet right in his back. Now, he didn't know, but I did. And he goes, oh my gosh. And I said, listen, I'm called the police, which I didn't. I said, I called the police and you need to be on your best behavior. Are you armed? No, ma'am. I said, well, guess what? I am. Well, he didn't know I had an iron skillet that would do a lot of damage. Because listen, I don't go for that kind of thing. You steal from me, you steal from my family. I am nice, I'm loving, and I'm very giving. But if you do that and you steal look out. This mama will take you on. And he turns around and I said, what are you looking for? I said, if you want my son's Bible, you can have it. We'll give that to you. You probably need it. Anything other than that, pal, you need to close shop, and I'm going to step away, and you need to you need to get going. You need to be running, pal, because if I catch you, you're going to leave here with a severe limp. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Turns around, runs. Well, I've never had problems here. And look what you did. You put a hair in my mouth. And that's why, because when you look after your stuff, and I won't put up with stealing like that. I just won't do it. And I caught somebody on a neighbor's and I had my phone. I said, I'm calling 911. Put the package down. You can leave. Don't come around here. I am like Mrs. Kravitz. If you don't know, I work right by my front window. I can see everybody walking through here. So there we go, my darlings. I'm not really that tough girl, but I can tell you, my son has a fit. He's like, Mom, you go outside, you take this iron skillet. Listen, you don't know. I love Runkle. What did Runkle do? Runkle is one of my favorite. Yeah, I love Ian. I love it. Don't steal, don't lie, don't cheat. And we just got done watching a trial of people who steal, lie, and cheat. And you know my saying, if somebody will lie to you, they'll steal from you. And if somebody will steal from you, they will lie to you. And cheating fits in the mix in there somewhere. I ain't into that. I ain't into that. Zelda, could you play a recording of Hank out the door and chase off those porch pirates? There you go. I don't know if any of you saw this or not, but I have some breaking news. If you weren't here earlier, wait a minute. Here we go.
Sit down, demon. Sit down, demon.
Okay. If you weren't here earlier, this is breaking news. And I think I would like to send this to Ian Runkle. In fact, I might. But this is what I have, and I think I'm the only one who knows this. But this is the breaking news that Hank now will be opening up his own Sammy stand. And I think that Arbitor is going to be one of his biggest investors. And you can tell it's him because he spelt surveillance wrong. So there we are. I love it. I love it. Let me get the hairs out. I think I'm going to send it to Ian. I think I'm going to send it to him. Now you know what I do with my free time. Oh my heck. Pardon me. That between my hair and Petey's. Hello. There we are, my darlings. Amanda, I know. Bless that woman. Bless her, bless her. I love them too. I need to send it to Melanie. I need to send it to all of them. That is an epic sandwich event. We can all take up a collection and send ham sandwiches to the courthouse. Oh God, that would be a really whatever. So, okay, let me get back here to this. I'm catching all of you. Look at this. Nurse Kimberly from the Sunflower State. Look at that puppy. Member for 1 month. I love it. Dubra, you are the girl. I love it. Cheryl, 20 Fate and Fortune True Oracle memberships. We're gearing up, girls. We're gearing up, guys. We're gearing up, friends. There we go. Thank you so much. Did I read that already? We thought someone might be selected for the BK jury, but clear. I'm sitting here going, what? What did I do? What did I do? What's going on? What's going on? That's hilarious. Daffy, thank you so much, you darlings. All of you are so generous. Okay. Kansas, I love it. Zelda, do you think, hold on, I'm late. The grandbabies tonight. Hi, Michelle. Aren't you an angel? Let me see. It's going pretty fast. I have to keep up. Sylvia, Zelda, do you think Bev and Commonwealth are being watched by the feds? No. No, I don't. And if you think that's funny, that's how they do it. Oh, we're not watching you. Oh, hello. Chief Rafferty, don't worry. We're not investigating anyone more, and there will not be any more indictments with this investigation. But we're not going to tell you that we might have another 2 or 3 going on. That's how they do it. That's how they do it. Tipperary girl, I love it. Zelda, would you tell us if I thought it was going to be? I would. I would tell you. I would tell you. For a long time, I'm going to tell you, for a long time, it was teetering on that guilty and hung jury thing. And this is way back when we first started this. But now, as we have come along, holy moly, pardon me, now we have come along, and now that we have, I think I have a hair in my eyeglasses. Hello. And I'm going to tell you the last 3, maybe 4 days of the trial cinched it. It cinched it. I would tell you. So there you go. No worries, my dear. There you go. Let's not put anything in the chat political, please, because, I don't care. I'll chime in all the time. But unfortunately, maybe that one is. No. They're still watching. It always feels like somebody's watching me. That's how it is. That's how it is. Okay. Feds are looking the other way. Of course. The feds are definitely looking the other way. There we are, my darlings. Let me check up with all of you. Let me check in. Yeah, last week the EVP did say hung jury. It did. Hi, Kelly. Welcome. Welcome. That's right, Beth. See, we don't have anything to worry about because Blowout Jen is actually, she has helped the feds solve everything, and they'll probably want to send her to Quantico. Believe me, they see what happened. They see what happened. And believe me, if they have closed anything, it can be like that. They'll open it back up again. I didn't believe it when they announced it. When Hank stood up the feds do not announce when things are closed. They just kind of disappear into the sunset for a little while. And then all of a sudden they may hunker down and come back, but they don't really leave. There you go. I saw an ice cream and you thought of that hoss long before the ice cream trucks start coming around. Hi, Amanda. Okay, Chetzy. Who were the 2 men in the courtroom that they were talking about could be the feds with the pins on lapels? Not them. They were court officers. They weren't feds. Last year, there were feds in the court. But not this year. They're watching. And I think from what I've understood and heard, word on the street, no facts, but word on the street is that there may be some people from that agency that may still be lurking around Dedham and Canton. So there we are. There we are. So no, I don't think so. Well, we don't know, but here's what I can't let go. Other than the ham sandwiches, okay? The other thing that I can't let go, but remember in the voir dire, Dr. Dimple said the feds are keeping an eye on the case still. That's right. And remember, David said, that David Yannetti, like I know him on first name basis, said that they asked him for the whole case and kind of wanted continuing documentation. Let me catch up here. Let me see. Melanie Little said the other day it looked like there was a Fed in the gallery. Possibly. I've been looking, but I don't know. I know 2 of them in the beginning were court officers. Maybe it's best that I just do say I don't know. But I will tell you, I don't think, yes, okay, Manifestation Monday, verdict, 227. Wouldn't that be? I'm gonna manifest that. And yeah, don't don't forget, we're going to have verdict watch. I'm going to take a break for a couple of hours or when the verdict comes down, and then we will have manifestation Monday at 7 p.m. on True Oracle. There we are. Correct. The feds don't. I know enough feds to know. I know enough to know that I know enough. And they do not announce. And when Hoopy Boo stood up there, Hunky Bull, with that little piece of paper, shaking dog like a doggy pooping razor blades, trying to read this from Chief Rafferty and saying, "Oh yes, oh yes." Oh, and it's closed, and there are no longer going to be any indictments yet. See, they only did that to make a point, and they did that to impress people, because they knew the people have been waiting for the feds forever. We will never get an announcement when they are leaving, and we will never get an announcement when they are coming. The only announcement that they will get is this. FBI, open up! That's the only announcement they will get. Believe me. There are two people here that I will tell you that I feel is two people that I feel that they're really looking in on, like, that is Matthew McCabe and Higgins. Those are two people. Because when that remote viewing of John talked to me, and he told me what happened in the basement, and then he told me, and you can go back and look, he said they then put him in a cold, dark place, basically shut the door on him, put him in that tells me they put him in the garage. In my opinion, allegedly, supposedly, no facts known. Okay, Jazzy Girl, 1960. Hey there, Jazzy Girl, walking down the street so fancy free. Okay, Zelda, can I ask the community send positive affirmations out for a case near me? Of course. An 18-year-old man was hit and killed by a drunk driver. The driver, was an off-duty police officer. Oh, yes, absolutely. Sending you and your community all the love and light. Oh, that's okay. Okay, my darling. Okay, I'll catch it here in a minute. Sometimes word on the street is true. I don't think that they can walk away. I'm going to tell you why I think. Buchanan was told to go to the DA office so that he couldn't stare down the jurors. Liz, right, I heard that too, because he was out there watching for when the juror was coming in. And Eliza Little basically said, look, pal, you can't be doing this. Wait, why did that leave? Here we are. Okay, we're back in business now. So, yeah, thank God for her. And did you see, I don't know if you saw this or not, but when Hank went back after he was done with his closing argument, he looked over. Everybody's like, oh, he's looking at Peggy O'Keefe. No, he wasn't. He was looking at Eliza Little, because Eliza Little was looking at him, giving him the stinky eye. Deservedly so. That's my gig, because there was no acknowledgement from Peg. He had already visited her before everything started. The looking over that way, in my opinion, was getting the stinky vibe from Eliza Little. I love her. So, Belinda, thank you so much. Look at you. You look adorable. Thank you very much for being here. In the UK, I love it. His day will come. Yes. Okay. I saw him crossing the street with his white socks. Oh, my man, I love him so. They put a car by the pole because they had to clean the garage space for it. And didn't Brian Albert in the last trial say they didn't use the garage for anything? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. This is what I'm going to tell you. And this is why I think they are still lingering. Because they knew because he thinks he has a ham sandwich just to sell, if you know what I mean. He thinks he's all that in a Reese cup. Ugh. Okay. So these are my thoughts, and we'll get started on some other things. The reason, first of all, that the feds were there to begin with, or the DOJ was there to begin with, was because okay, hold on. Okay. Was because of they thought that Morrissey was doing some stinky things in the DA's office, and he was not charging, and it was all over Sandra Birchmore. But I'm going to tell you, Sandra Birchmore is a lot bigger than what anybody even thinks. Now, this whole thing with John should just be a state case. That's it. Should be a state case. So why are the feds coming in and investigating and interviewing people? Could it possibly be that John had information that he was giving? It is not a coincidence in my heart and mind that Sandra Birchmore was unalived during a blizzard, and almost a year later, John is unalived during a blizzard. And the reason being is because they thought they got away with it during the first blizzard with Sandra Birchmore. And it was only after it happened with John that Matthew Farwell was then arrested. That is my thing. That is my thing. That is what I'm thinking. My thought process is that he knew, yes, he knew something that was going on. Because remember, Sandra Birchmore's friend called and said, there is somebody, this isn't right. And that guy, instead of making a report, that guy tells Matthew Farwell, and it makes Matthew Farwell mad. And he confronts Sandra with it. I have some information about Matthew Farwell that is very disturbing. And it's not ham sandwich stuff. It's very true. And we can get into that in just a minute. I was watching BA testimony for the first. He said there were 2 rooms in the basement, a weight room, basically an empty room where a toilet had overflowed. He might have been put there. The garage has something to do with this. So anyway, okay. So let me go back down here. Yes, and Jen had a party last night. I think it was because they think that Karen is going to go away. Well, what they need to do is they need to hoop it up now. And do you think maybe that Hank Brennan was invited? I mean, after all, he was on the Zoom call during Turtle Boy Aiden Carney's case. How do we know that? Well, when you call into the court and you see in the Zoom, you can see everybody on the Zoom call. And there was a picture of Ham Sandwich Hank right at the top. He was listening in. Do you not have anything better to do than to check up what's going on? They had a big party last night at what's her face's house, at Jenny Blowout, Jenny on the Block. Hello. Pardon me. See, I get to talking and then I need chopstick. John, I believe, now Karen says no. But what else would Karen? I mean, what would she know really? I think so too, honey, because I believe that I'm just being so careful. He was in that unit. And don't forget, that special unit looks into, get this now, the special unit that John was in looks into SA, looks into corruption, and corruption with police officers, and guess what else? Corruption with ATF agents. Could he have known that Berkey and Hickey had something going? This is federal for a reason. Listen, the feds just don't come in on these types of cases. If so, they would have been to Delphi in a minute. And they were not, as far as we know. But as far as this is concerned, that is a mess there to begin with. And it just kept building and building. Okay, so here's what I know so far with Michael Farwell. And please be careful what you put in the chat. Jeannie, I think, hold on. Yes, split decision. I think that didn't help matters. I think in addition to, I think there was some, but the defense can't come out and say all this. Because why would they have ARCA? That's a big ticket item. I heard that the feds paid ARCA $500,000. Internal affairs, but you know what? If you've got somebody that's dirty in internal affairs, you can't trust anyone. Can't trust anybody. So, okay, so this is what I found out, and it is disgusting. On Matthew Farwell's phone, when they dug into the cloud, now this is what I got as an official thing, but I don't know. So just take it as allegedly, supposedly. They found memes that suggested that he would want to be intimate with unalived people as well as those who are younger. And they felt that was extremely disturbing. And it is, when you think about that, it's sick. And now they found out DNA, he is not the father of Sandra Birchmore's child. So who is? Could it be his brother? And it won't matter how much he says, this guy is going to go away. We will not see anyone anymore. And look at what he did to Sandra and that baby. All for not, excuse me, stand down, pardon me. Standing on, stop it. I'm sorry. They decided they wanted to stand behind my monitor with their hands looking over at me. Hello. These people are here. The four-legged ones are stinkers. So, but yeah, that's, well, you know, they did all this, I mean, a lot of this now is going to come out because they're going to start working on this case. But my friends, let's just, I know I'm sorry I swatted all of you, but let's think about this. Matthew Farwell should have been processed, and gone through his started trial by now. The feds don't sit around and wait and let you sit forever. They want to get this done. Are they waiting until after this gig with Karen? Are we going to find out who the father really is of Sandra's baby? Could it be someone that we know who is not related to that police officer, but could it be somebody else? They're going to be see, there's just too much. Okay, hold on. Zelda, DUI guy Larry announced the same time DNA was announced. Another Canton Elio was picked up. His post. No announcement yet on this. I have not seen who that other person is. I've been looking. I saw that too. I wish I could get Larry on here. I wish I could get Ian on here. Here's the thing. I'm with you on this, Born a Hawkeye. I mean, I'm not a lawyer, but I'm going to sit here and I'm going to speculate. Because the reality of it is this. There's something else going on here behind the scenes. And I can say it. Maybe the lawyers don't want to say it. But we can say it. Because you know what? I don't mind these type of theories because the majority of the theories that I've thought of have already come true, so I need more. So there we are. Yes. Yes. And it wasn't his baby. It wasn't his baby. Yeah. It was not his baby. It is not Matthew Farwell's baby. They could tell. That's right, Luann. They won't do anything about the case, but there are people involved that they could definitely do something with. Think about it. Why would they be investigating and talking to Jennifer McCabe? She's not related to the Sandra Birchmore. Why are they talking to all of these people that are not related to Sandra Birchmore, but are related to the case of John O'Keefe? The feds just don't come in here and do this because they don't have anything to do. And that's why it makes me feel that there's something else heinous going on. The feds are dotting their I's, crossing their T's, or dotting their T's and crossing their I's. Right. Shrug, whatever catches the back. Right. They're going to do whatever seriously. Farwell was a Stoughton cop, but Sandra lived in Canton. Yep. Yeah, he did. Pardon me. Hold on. I got to sneeze. Pardon me. I sneezed myself right off camera. So, yeah, this guy, Farwell is gone, and he ain't never coming back. In this one, I think we can because it is not the local labs. I believe it's a Fed lab that's doing all of this. Because why do you think Nicholas Guarino was so torn up and saying, "Oh, I didn't have anything to do with these texts. I didn't do it." When he was reading, they got him in to testify. He wasn't so cocky this time, was he? He wasn't so. Wait a minute, my background is looking weird. He wasn't so cocky. Wasn't so cocky this time. See, there's something else going on there. There's definitely something else. Much deeper. Hi, Sherry D. How are you? Look at that baby. Harwells are identical, correct? So does that mean Divine or Healy is the father of Sandra babies? I don't know. I think there was an assumption because of what they got from Matthew Farwell. However, they did a little bit more digging, and I'm sure they did this long before now, and they're just now announcing because they know that Karen is almost over. And that's why I feel the feds are going to be making a little bit more of a hello. I'm trying to be careful, but thank you, my darling Standing Stones. How are you? How are you? Okay. Listen, through this whole thing, I have never wanted to say the F word so much. But I do realize that it doesn't really, for me, it's not bad enough. I haven't found a word. You're right, my darling. It is all horrific. What is wrong? The human race is a disgrace. Give me the paranormal any day of the week. Y'all can come and just live with me in the castle. There's plenty of room. Look. Sprawled out. Plenty of room. I'm going to tell you something, my darlings. Let's get off. This is kind of heavy because there's something that I want to show you. Would you like to see the man who was the vampire that Anne Rice wrote about and said Interview with a Vampire? Because I know him. Zelda, I think when they hear knock, knock, knock. Wait a minute. FBI, open up! You better all put your tidy whities on. Because when they come, you can't change your drawers. You better have white socks, tidy whities, white stuff going in. Because, baby, I still think when they hear knock, knock, a few of them will start singing. Oh, of course they will. And we don't even know about Higgy now. He may be a singer. Especially the young ones, when I can come in and correct the record for Karen Reed. Absolutely. Absolutely. I got to catch up because I take my time and then I'm behind on the chat. My God, Zelda, I say that too. I can easily live with spirit world and not much. Let me go and Hogwarts and teach, right? Right? Welcome. We'll have our own, this could be catwarts. It could be catwarts. Look, there's Sammy. My girl. I make these, by the way, all my backgrounds, by the way, because I'm designing my own manifestation. So there we are. Yes, you want to see the Sandra was 23's father would be free and clear as maybe. Maeve. I mean, here's the thing, we don't know. Who is he? And is he connected to the Karen Reed case? See, there's so much. I did a video last year about how this is not a coincidence. About there was a blizzard the night that Sandra lost herself and baby. There's a blizzard that almost a year apart, almost. And there's a blizzard a nor'easter the night that John lost his life. They thought that it worked with Sandra, that there was no evidence because these people kind of sort of cleared him and they didn't find anything. And Matthew walked around like he was big man on campus. And now he's caught. What happens if he sings? Does he know? Does he know something more about what it is that we know about? Was someone taking a page or even a paragraph from the Sandra Birchmore playbook of how to unalive during a snowstorm? I don't think it's coincidence. Okay, yeah, we're going to wait for AD. Okay. Okay. Yeah. And if you see after this, if you see Judge Beverly, and if you see DA Morrissey start retiring, why did Helena Rafferty retire? Well, you can keep she was gone full bore. She didn't act like she was going to do anything. She was going to stay on until attorney Mark Betterow wrote the Betterow letters. Yikes. And then there were some other things, and all of a sudden we hear she's retiring. Well, you know what? When you retire, you get to keep your pension. You get to keep your pension. Maybe in some places. That's a very good point, Robin. Very good point. Don't even get me started on Kelly Devers. So yeah. So thank you for reminding me, because I'm saying a few things I shouldn't be saying. So thank you, Jerry. Thank you. Divers. I know what her name is. I'm not going to pronounce it correctly. We know what she is. We know what she did. She had a selective memory. What did she call it? Some type of memory loss, a false memory. What? I had a false memory when I married my last husband. That should be the false memory. False memory. And that's a legal thing that you can get out. Well, everybody, brother, dog, and pup is going to be using that one night now. I can tell you that. False memory. Hello. I had a false memory. False memory. Selective memory, I believe, is what that is. And Kelly is right. Kelly said bad boop no BS. And then how about a cop with false memories? She needs to be fired for that. Right. So what means that first of all, she needs to get them ends dealt with. False memory of seeing someone in the Sallyport backing up to Higgins and Berkey. And, now that Berkey is gone, Higgy doesn't have a fail-safe. Higgy doesn't have... Oh, somebody just asked me for my thing. Let me put it up here. Higgy does not have a fail-safe. He does not have any excuse to fall back on. Remember what Higgy said at Berkey's retirement party? Hey, this is the guy who you want to be with if you ever want to bury a body. Holy moly. A wildly long time. Daffy is correct. Maybe she dreamed it.
Sit down, demon.
Right? What happened to these people? Morrissey compasses is what they have. Did they fly off the planet? No, honey, I'm going to tell you, this is what This is what happens when you don't have leadership that you grew up with or in your family, or that you know that you've been taught the difference between right or wrong, or you want something so bad that you're ready to compromise your own principles, because that's what we've seen throughout this trial. And this is just on Karen Reed, because we know these people, these so-called police officers, can run a tight ship and a very good investigation on other. Look at Dr. Welsh, look at Dr. Turk. And yet, hi there. Hi, Anne. Hi. In the land of flying monkeys. Hello. Hello. I'll tell you what, I'm glad I got a sweatshirt on. I am cold. My son has this air conditioning on because he sits in that room with all that big equipment and it heats up. And I feel like we are about to hang meat. It is cold in here. Okay. So what are we doing here? Let me take a look. All the crabs we talk about, it's said all connected to info and the connected DNA was saying in situation many. Yes, that's right. That's right. No, I didn't see it, honey. I'm trying to catch up. I did not see your question. Let me back up a minute. Let me see. Or if you want to, just go ahead and ask it again if you don't mind, because I don't see it. Vampire, yes. I'm about to show you this picture of this vampire. Inspiration. Okay. So let's take this, let's bring this down a notch. If you want to see my friend, who I believe is a vampire, and who I've written a couple of things upon. Sorry, I keep doing this because I have some gray hair that is here sticking out. Hello, I admit it. Those will be gone tomorrow. Put a 1 in the chat if you want to see. This is the vampire from Anne Rice. He lives, and I'm going to tell you, I'm crazy about this guy. There we go. Hold on. Did you hear someone laugh when he said I made a mistake? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, we got number 1s. Looking for vampires. Okay, let me get his picture. Because I think he's quite cute. In a, vampire sort of way. All right. Here we are. Let me get him. I'll be right back. Let me see where you are. I've got this hidden in another drive. Let me get it. Here we are. Are you ready, my darlings? It's kind of scary. I'm going to say viewer discretion is advised. I have like 4 or 5. I've got 5 pictures of him. This is the first one. That's him. His name is Santino. That's him. It's okay, Sherry D. Thank you. Thank you. This is the vampire that Anne Rice interviewed for her book, Interview with a Vampire. This is what she told me. Have you seen? Yes, I have seen him in person. I've had lunch with him 3 or 4 times. He Let me show you another picture. Let me show you another picture of him. No, he's not in Canton. Let me see where he is. This is him. He's not that way. He's not into human stuff. But, no, you didn't have a ham sandwich. Feral Kitty, I love you so much for saying that. That's hilarious. Thank you. But that's him. His name is Santino. And there's a whole backstory on this guy. Yeah. But listen, nicest guy you ever want to meet. Seriously. Let me show you one more. Let me show you one more of him. I used to have a picture of he and I together, and I can't find it. I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go to get it. There, that's him again. No, they're not contacts. He's not. Yeah, and that's why Anne Rice wanted Tom Cruise. Can you see this now? That's why Anne Rice wanted. He is so nice. But I got to tell you, this is the vampire. His name is Santino. That no, he doesn't do that sort of thing. That Anne Rice interviewed for the book Interview with a Vampire. And there's one of these guys, and that's why she wanted Tom Cruise to play him. He's not evil. I will tell you this right now. He is not. He's not at all. He has a wonderful belief system. But this is what happens. Interview with a Vampire. And there's another book. Wait a minute. There's another book too. And she was starting to write another book, and it was going to be about him as well. It was Interview with a Vampire, and then there was another one, Prince of Lestat. She interviewed him for Interview with a Vampire, but the Prince of Lestat is supposed to be the book for Santino. There we go. Okay, there we go. I am a carnivore, preferably not red meat rare. Does that make me a vampire? No. No, I don't think it does. He does not eat that kind of thing. He's not. He doesn't fall into the. This is Scooby. He does not fall into that traditional. Yeah, those books are written. Lestat. Let's see. Prince Lestat and the Vampire Lestat is who that is. The Vampire Lestat and then Interview with a Vampire. Those are the two. So she's incredible. I got to meet her one time, and that's how I met Santino. He's a wonderful guy. She had him dress up for her. I'm going to show you the picture where she had him dress up. Let me get rid of some of these other things in the studio here. All right. I'm going to show you what he looks like dressed up as a vampire. She wanted him to do that so she could write this, and this is what he looked like. I'm going to tell you, from talking with her, no, he is not. He's not the one that I met him after the Saint Jacques that was in the one in New Orleans. So he's still alive, but that's the best picture I have of him. But she wanted him to dress up like that so she could get an idea. And she sat, and I'm going to tell you, she's fantastic, would sit and handwrite notes about what did this happen? What did that happen? Where, tell me about this time. Tell me about that time. He's got a whole pedigree. I mean, it is what it is. That's enough. Look who's back here. Hold on. You know, the people that I tell you that know that I stream on Saturday night and not to call or text me. That's enough, Angel. So anyway, 338 watching. Bless you. Bless you. Thank you. Please do me a favor, like and subscribe. Please do me that favor because you're going to love it here. Excuse me, ma'am. You're going to love it. We got a lot of stuff. This is Scooby-Doo. And we have a lot of stuff. Okay. Do you think Saint Germain was one of the early New Orleans vampires? Yes, I do. And he called me. And I've got that. I've told that story before. I believe it's him because he actually told me about my family from Gorlitz. I always pronounce it wrong. Pardon me. Gorlitz. And I never knew that until my grandmother kind of told me. And then my brother's wife did a genealogy thing and it came up to what he said. And we didn't even know that. So, but see, I attract that. That's the thing. Anne used to refer to Lestat as the brat prince. Yes. And that's why she liked Santino. Now, I've written the story of Santino, the legend of Santino, based on a story that he told me one time. So there you go. I'll read it to you while we're waiting on Verdict Watch. Ruth D., thank you so much for being here. I love the flowers. So beautiful. I have a connection with him and I don't understand it yet. I should really talk to you. You never know, Cameron. I mean, I heard from him last year. The last time he talked to me was, oh my, I have done a show on Elizabeth Bathory, who I think is worse than Count Dracula. Thank you, Isle of Shoals. You are amazing that you would know that. Many people don't know about her. She was brutal. You think that Count Dracul, she makes him look like a Mickey Mouse. Elizabeth Bathory. I did a show on her. We can watch some one of these days. We're watching Verdict Watch because I would get on and tell a lot of stories. She is something else. She was a bad girl. Elizabeth Bathory was this, I mean, let me know if you want to listen to it. Dracul was Germain's father or grandfather, yes. But Elizabeth Bathory was also, I believe, in that Audubon era, that she would have young slaves. It was horrible what she did to them. It made Count Dracul look like He didn't know what he was doing. She was horrible. Yes, Saint Germain is a French name. He is not Saint Germain. It is Jacques Saint Germain is who he is. Cradle of Fifth did a whole album inspired by Bathory. Cruelty and the Beast. Yes. Yes. She was a beast. The Blood Countess, that's absolutely true. Very frightening. Very frightening. Yes. Yes, that's very true. Let's be careful what we say, though, in the chat, because, I remember Gateway Computers. Anne is catching up with us, everyone. But he is considered an ascended master, something like that. Something like that he is. So anyway, my darlings, here's what I'm thinking. If I can get, I need to just take a very quick break because, hello. And by the way, I do have True Oracle, Mrs. Marie's Tumblr that she sent to me. Stop now. But I wanted to show this because Mid-Tennessee Paranormal sent this to me. They are wonderful. They have a YouTube. I believe they still have it. They are on the Book of Faces. If you go and find them, they are fantastic. And they do all kinds of paranormal type things, investigations. And if you have a chance to see them, say, hello, Zelda sent me. They're fantastic. The castles are gorgeous. But hello. I would rather have I would rather have like I said, do the paranormal. I'm going to tell you something. Identical twins do not, it's a belief, but they do not share 100% the same DNA. They could not, because DNA is an identifier. It was thought at that point, some point, but they do not. And there are tests now that show that they no longer. So I'm sure the feds know that, something is up. Something is up. So anyway, okay. But see, I'm a reader. I'm a book. Oh, Crystal. I don't know if he can get rid of the mirror, but I'm glad he covered it because there's a portal open there. Dubra, come to Long Island and do paranormal tour. I would love to. There is a lot there. When Karen is over and I can get moved, and that time will be coming and things will be working out and I will be A-okay. What I will do is look at this AD member for 2 months. Bless you. I'm catching up again. I'm going to be traveling and doing some paranormal investigations again. Go, sister. Go, sister. Go, sister. I'm going to be out and doing those again. And our sweetheart Richie from Microdots Richie will be going out with me. If you don't know that, we will be going on, I don't know when, because Richie is very busy with some things that they've got going with the investigation now. So there's a lot that's going on. I don't know when he's going to, but we're going to collaborate, do this together, and he's going to film it, and we're going to have a wonderful time. I love it. I love it. I love him. He has been just tirelessly wonderful during this thing that we've had going on with poor Karen. I love Microdots. He's fantastic. He emailed me and asked me if I was going to be on tonight. And so I emailed him back and said, yes, drop by if you can. So here we are. Remember during the first trial, yes, the announced Sandra was red rum. Then a month later got Farwell. Now we have the baby DNA info, and I bet something's coming again. Yes, absolutely. That's what I was saying. And thank you so much for your generosity. Yes, I believe that. I believe that's coming again. There's more to come. There are too many things here. And believe me, I guarantee you, those 3 initials don't hang around. They don't interview people like this. If there ain't something going on here, because they don't have to, it's a state case. But they're involved with something. So they're involved with something. Because I do know that John made a report to the Canton Police Department because there is a video of Helena Rafferty saying that he made a report of some snow, if you know what I mean. So don't say anything now in the chat. You know what I'm talking about. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. Much love to you. All of you. Okay, so let me take a break, and I have an idea about something that I want to do. Oh, hold on. I've got Mama Bear in Exeter, Rhode Island. Vampire is buried in a cemetery. Rhode Island girl here. Yes. And I used to live in Rhode Island too, and I never got to go there. See? And I want to make my way up through Canton when all of this dies down, because they'll know me. I blow into town, they'll know me. I got to be careful. So I want to make sure all of this is over. And then I want to make my way up to Salem. What fun. I'll be taking you guys with me we'll be doing a video vlog. So, but I've got a lot of things to do, and I've got to get things calmed down and settled. I've got to get myself back on the schedule because, quite frankly, this trial with Karen has just messed up I mean, seriously. But she is so important that I'm very happy to do what I do. You know, I have almost 400 videos of Karen Reed's case. What? Yeah. Zelda, what was Buchanan, I don't know what his name is, doing at the doorway of the courthouse on Friday? I think he was there to show his presence. And thank God that Eliza Little said, you need to go down to the DA's office. You ain't staying. I'm so thankful that happened. Just so thankful. Chief denied anything. It was all about John and whatever we heard he thought was happening. And she's retiring now. Watch what else. When this is over and Karen gets acquitted, start watching these players. Start watching. They were having a party at Jennifer McCabe's last night. But watch them all start to get nervous and start scrambling. Who's over there? Oh, what's going on? Do you see something? Do you see something? Let me see. Oh, heck, honey, he needs to do something. So I'm glad he's covered it. I hope it's a dark cloth. It needs to be black. It needs to be black cloth or dark as you can get. Ate. Matthew, categorically, identical twins originate from a single egg that splits to embryos. As a result, they have nearly identical DNA and not exactly the same. That's correct. Not exactly can't be, because DNA is an identifier, so it can't be. It's going to be close, but it can't be. Wouldn't that be wonderful? Wouldn't you just love to be somebody that could rent an ice cream an ice cream truck and can go driving by there? That would just be wonderful. Oh, Deanna, oh, kisses to them, oh. I just heard a knock on my door. Nobody's here. I would see them coming past the window. Me neither, but on my to-do list is I love Salem. I have not been there in a long time. And I need to start making the rounds again. I need to start going out again. And I'm going to be, but what I'm going to be talking to all of you about is, because we're going to cover a lot of these other crime cases, but I'm also going to be talking to you about paranormal crime. And I think it's very significant, because in some of these paranormal crime cases, energy is still hanging around. In fact, there's been a few that there are still stains, and I've seen them, that will not go away if somebody has been unalived in a particular house historically, something like that, and they try to get rid of them. They do not go away. And the same thing happened with the Amityville Horror House. When not these last people, but 2 people before, the next people, when they left it, they bought the house with the original furniture in from that event. What? And I don't know if you've seen any of those crime photos or not, but they are extremely disturbing. And when because I was doing an investigation remotely, and yes, you can do a remote investigation because I've done them. And there were some of that energy coming through the EVPs and talking about that. And those stains were still there. When this last people, they tried to wallpaper over them, but they're still there. They're still there. Okay. All right. So my darlings, here we are. Right. I feel you there, equal parts. I feel you. Some of that stuff, yes. Paranormal shows. Oh, listen. You guys are here, and as long as I have an audience, we've got content. I got enough content, honey. We'll never run out of things, because there's so much that I have seen and investigated and been with. So my darlings, give me just a second. We're going to come back and do some EVPs, and I have an idea that I want to do. So don't talk about me when I'm gone. Did you ever remember high school? Remember junior high? I've got to go over here, but don't talk about me while I'm gone. I'm going to take a real quick break, and I'm going to come back, and I got to talk to you about this EVP thing that I want to do. So I'll be right back. I'm going to put a little music on for you to dance to. And here we are, my darlings. Much love to you. I'll be right back. Hello, my darlings, I'm back. Did you miss me? Did you talk about me? It's okay if you did. So there we are, my darlings. Believe me. Okay, here we are, Rosebud, and I have your earrings on tonight, and I added some jewels. So thank you, because you expanded my wardrobe. Zelda heard about the young man that was acquitted from his family because of demonic. Yes, there have been many of them, and that is a case of study that I have studied. Paranormal psychology, there is such a thing. And I have my master's. And I'm going to tell you, when you hear I had a devil come to me and tell me to do this, there's a very fine line between schizophrenia. Now, I do not diagnose, but there's a fine line between schizophrenia and demonic possession. And it is frightening. I know some demonologists. That was a field that I was thinking about going into, but I'm glad I did not. Who needs housework? The fact that my bathroom is getting close to looking like a crime scene? No, not really. But yeah. Even my son said, "Mom, are you going to do something different?" Yeah. See, we're kind of cluttered right now, but yes. Amanda, real life current combo daughter, Mom, I lost my gem in my necklace. Me, then you didn't need it anymore. What? If I swallowed it? Me, then you'll poop it out. What do I say? Oh my God. Yes, I will be. Yes, I will be. There's some things there that I have questions. I can't help it. I have questions about this. What do I think about Ed and Lorraine Ed Warren? Well, Crystal, it was Lorraine Warren that gave my grandmother the nickname Sass, because my grandmother was very sassy, and they crossed paths while they were out somewhere, because my grandmother did this. She was at the Cleveland Castle in Ohio, and Lorraine Warren was there as well. So there we are. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I know too much. But I've read a lot about them. I mean, everybody has something. On to BB. Zelda, we were discussing that you need to cover the Kohlberger case. I will. I plan on it. There's another case that I saw today on the Twitter X, that I'm going to be that I thought, oh heck, I need to do that. The two mirrors from my hubby are interesting. One is from his great aunt. The creeper is trapped in there and kept in check by his great aunt's spirit, the jackal. Ooh, how interesting. How interesting. Brian Walsh is another. And there's some sentencing hearings, and the Madeline Soto, I think there's something coming up for her in July. So I'm going to try to get our own docket where I can say, okay, this is what we're going to be looking at, my friends. In the meantime, while we're waiting for other things, I'm here to tell you all the goodies that is going on. So there we go. Maddie Soto. What a horrible case. I have my thoughts. Okay, so let's think about this. I have Stephanie, that is of my cat Sammy. That's Sammy. Because she's the keeper of the kingdom. The queen and her dominion. So she's the keeper of the kingdom. So thank you so much for that. Okay. So there was a paranormal person that has not like what we have on EVPs. Thank you so much, my darlings. It is more of the where the voices come through and they talk with you. He had one of those. And allegedly, supposedly, there was a message that came through from John O'Keefe. I watched it. I was not, yes, a spirit box. I watched it. However, I was really not impressed. And the reason I'm saying that is because there, pardon me, because it was saying that John said it was his. They said it was his voice, and he said that Karen did this and that he was scared, and that she was guilty. So what I would like to do is I have a spirit box, and I want to ask it some questions. Let's see if we can get a voice that comes through and tells us. What do you think? So do you want to do the EVP? Do you want to do the spirit box thing? I don't buy it. I don't buy that. I'm going to tell you, I don't buy it. If you want to do the spirit, okay, let's go. Let's go. Hey, you don't have to beg me. Don't beg me. Let's see what we come up with. And if I've got one on here that we can depend upon. And I'll get it set up. Bring on the box. I love it. Bring on the box. Here we are. Let me see which one it is, first of all, before I go. No, it's not that one. Okay, hold on a minute here. Oh. Hello. Zelda. Try turning it on. It might work. Thank you, Rosebud. I am just, sometimes sometimes an entity will come in and tell you what they think you want to hear. Okay, hold on. Is this even going to work? Let me see here. I may have to get it on my iPad. Oh no, here we go. It's listening. Let me bring it up and we'll go from there. I'm going to have to be quiet because just a minute. My volume isn't up, so we can't hear anything. Oh, it just said Sean. Well, give me a second, my darlings. Let me fix this. I don't need kisses, thank you. Don't need kisses. I see why it's not working. Well, oh, here we are.
Oh, shut. Rose.
There was a kid.
There was a kid. Hello, my name is Lady Zelda.
Else.
I am that sounded like a shot. We're asking if Officer, hello, who is this?
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles? Is that where you're from?
The bed. First one night.
First one in. If you've got something wooden nearby, you can hold on to something wooden. Nothing. I've got this grounded, so I think you're going to be okay. We're asking for the energy of Officer John O'Keefe from Canton, Massachusetts, to come through. If you are there, we have some questions to ask. No other entity is allowed, right? You must go. If you are not that energy, we command you to not be here. Only pure and righteous are able to be here. So if you are connected with Sandra Birchmore or Officer John O'Keefe, please let us know. John was?
Look, I can see that. Come.
Those voices of those people, if they're not, they will not come through up there alive still. Can we reach you?
Okay.
I'm going to record you now. Did you hear that?
Tell back.
What can you tell us? What can you tell us of this? What can you tell us of Officer John? Help me? How do you need help? We're here. Do you need prayer? How do you need help? What can you tell us?
Yes, Jones. No one here.
There's no one here? Well, I heard you.
And the first.
Tell us who you are and why you are here. Oh, I just saw something behind me. You're not materializing, are you? You should not be. You're not allowed here. I don't know if you all see this or not, but right here,
Exploitation.
it's changing light. I don't have any lights on.
Who's it gonna be?
I can.
Why are you trying to materialize? It is correct. Why are you trying to materialize me? You know you're not allowed to. And you need to go. Can you tell us a name?
Tried to move.
You tried to? There's all kinds of people trying to come in. That's the not so good. Announced? That's the not so good thing
Been given
about a spirit box. Can you give us your name? If you keep seeing the reflections here, it's something that's trying to manifest. Dumb people?
Option. Anyone.
Officer? I heard officer. Give us a name.
Rebuilds the.
Rebuild? Who are you? Give us your name.
My sport.
I can hear an accent with you. Where are you coming in from? Officer John, we're asking for you only.
With 19.
There's several. There's several people. I heard the cop radio. Officer John, you may come in as a police radio if you like.
Run away.
I heard John. I heard John O. Hi, Ember. Got a spirit box going. I have another spirit box as well we can try. It's on my iPad. And something is trying to manifest behind me. Don't worry, Jocelyn, you're good.
In the UK.
In the academy? Was that Enrique? In the academy? Officer John O'Keefe. Hi, Carissa. Hi, my darling. It won't harm you.
A copy of that.
A copy of that? What would you like a copy of? Hoss Long. I just heard Hoss Long. You copy that?
I think this guy's.
You think this? We're hearing the vocal part. You know the other one that we do? It's the same thing as this, only this is the vocal coming through. Hustle on, copy that. Hello, everyone coming in, and please do me a favor. Like and subscribe. I have another spirit box. I could maybe run them at the same time. Yeah, they are making fun of Jen in the afternight life. That's great. That's right. Don't get scared, darling. The word one is actually, this can't hurt you at all. The word one is actually the same thing as this. You want to do it? Let me run and get my iPad. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Yes, you have to get down. Hello. I'll be right back, darling. I'll be right back, my darlings. I'm going to go get my iPad.
Or attempt.
Please now done.
Hello. Were you talking about me? And I'm going to start this.
Comedy.
It was shaking because a cat jumped. Karen, I'm starting this one.
To demand. Immigrant.
Immigrant? There she rolls. Hey, John. Tell us a joke, darling. They're both going at the same time. Oh, please.
And I. It's just.
It's distant.
Yep.
I'm ready.
You put another one on here. Hard to hear both.
L.
L. Hello.
Yeah, we.
Do you know my name?
Swipe.
Swipe? Don't think that's my name.
He's been to. Rob.
I turned the beeping off. Sandwich. No swiping. Swiper, no swiping. So I have the old one silent, running in the background. Near. What is near?
Thing.
A thing? Who is near? Is John, are you near?
And
I think they did, honey. I think I saw it on the Book of Faces. I know what you mean. End of watch.
Absolute.
Absolute. Who is absolute?
To the
through this extra.
Aiden.
I don't know if you caught that, but it said trafficking,
Said Karen.
Aiden and Karen. It just said that. Traffic, Aiden and Karen. It was a woman's voice who said Karen.
Control this.
I'm going to be quiet. Aiden. Street.
he ain't her.
Ain't her. I know what you did, my darling Robin. No worries. The blank traffic, yeah, the blank traffic, they do. It said it on here. Then it said Aiden and Karen. Aiden. I wish Microdots Richie could have been on here and heard this. Words. Give us who are you telling us? Who's talking? It's okay, my darlings. Don't worry. What is desolate?
Hungry?
Are you hungry? Yeah, I'm gonna get there. This word is desolate, my darlings. I'm gonna turn this a little bit more so y'all can see. It could be because what does Aiden and Karen have to do with that? Well, I think that because they're involved with John. And John knew about something.
Makes sense.
It makes sense. This thing just asked me if I was hungry. A spirit after my own heart. What was that? Lil, I don't know what that was. Could you tell us a name? I want to know a name of the culprit. Vast. Yeah, we do. Vast. Oh, shite. Is that what you just said? Yeah. I'm asking that.
So there is.
Lil Kim, I thought is what it said. Band? What's band? What's band?
Really does.
Honey, we're not asking for their names. I'm asking for names of the people that were involved. We don't want their names. Want the names of who John can tell us more. Destroy. Then don't worry, we're not going to get anything.
Here.
Reading those? You can hear now, can't you? Loose.
Okay.
Okay. Gotcha. If it's John, he can identify himself. If it's Sandra, she can identify herself. So we're not asking for any how do I want to say it? We're not asking for anything that is we don't know.
Your business. He's dying in it.
He's dying.
Think tangle.
No, because I haven't asked. We've been so caught up with John. I just haven't gotten into that. Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard that too.
To the men.
To the men, average. Average. Now all I need is a ham sandwich and I've got a good night. Did you laugh? Did you think that was funny?
In Rio.
South Pole.
South Pole.
You look for work. Lives in the South.
Lives in the South.
Oh, man. Inkling.
Inkling. That's a word.
Utter.
time now, so if you all want to do that, you can.
One with. What if it.
What if? And by the way, if any of you want to be on the waiting list for the House of Zelda cards, please email me personally. To make. Please email me.
The Canadian.
Looking at these.
Stand.
To the Canadian.
No, there's nothing like that.
Hide.
Hide.
Truly.
Further tell.
I did, Amanda.
Put in the fifth.
To live long.
And 25.
25. How old was Sandra? 23? They should be on their way. I think they'll be done tomorrow. Dupra, my darling.
Are you going to stay?
Are you going to stay? I'll be here. $23? Okay.
In camp.
Maybe.
Maybe. I'm so excited for everybody to get their cards. Can anyone tell me will Karen be found innocent?
Four.
Did you say all four?
The one they were saying.
Will Karen be found innocent?
Slow.
Will Karen be found not guilty? Doc, look for it. Landon. Who's Landon? That's familiar. Certainly not Michael. I know. She's okay, though.
Content.
Is there a Landon? Emma.
Sure.
Will Karen be found not guilty on all charges? Not guilty. Will she be found not guilty on all charges? Can you tell us?
Terrified.
Terrified.
Yes, and John's.
No, you can't slow this down. There's no way to slow it down. It's real. It's real time. Can't slow it down. I can slow the chat down, but I can't slow these devices down.
Stop.
So much space.
Too much.
Off. The thing.
You're not.
So much. You know.
I think there is We've seen a Emma before, and I don't know, but we definitely have seen a Landon somewhere in this case.
Up to that time.
Hey, mate. Did it just say Zelda? I thought I heard my name, but I don't know. Did you just say my name? Say my name, say my name. Lots of accents today. Lots of UK. I might. We have seen Emma on, yes, we've seen Emma, we've seen Landon. I gotta move you up, sissy. You're like a little rock when you're seeping.
On infrastructure.
Growth.
Up there.
That's it.
Thanks. Biggest.
Sounding
Innocent, I heard.
42.
I want to talk
I'll
to
be
you.
seeing you.
I'll be seeing you too.
To do with the.
I
Boris. So
want to hear from Officer John. Tell us something that has not come out in the case. Tell us something that we need to know. I want to speak to John. Lady. What lady?
Draw.
Harper Valley.
Tennessee.
Widow wife who had a teenage daughter. Oh, that was pretty. Oh, I just heard my door again. No, you're not coming in to see me. You stay out, pal. Where are your socks, John? Were there your socks? Oh, Kim.
Aaron.
Whoever just sent me an email, I sent you an email back. Whoever just emailed me. Pardon me. Corner. What's on the corner? What's on the corner?
Was the puppy.
Where's the puppy? I don't have one. What's the corner? What are you talking about, the corner?
People not being able.
People not being able to
Mention.
handle.
Hopefully start to.
John, was that you? Did you just yell?
Oh no.
Who's Herb? Or Herb? Oh, I know what an herb is. Never mind.
Emma.
Emma. You just said Emma on this other thing. Who
I'm
is
studying. Can talk.
study can talk?
I mean, I can't.
That they.
John,
No need.
no name. Well, if you're not John, you can't respond.
Good cops.
Good cops. Who are the good cops?
So.
I heard good cops. Tinky? I thought I heard good cops. Hard. I'm sure whatever it was that you hit was hard. What did you get hit, in the basement or in the garage? You heard people.
Right in the boot.
Okay.
Eat shot.
And we're gonna.
Yeah, because see,
If you want to say that,
in some cultures they'll say garage. Garage, solid. Okay, so whatever it was hard and solid.
Change went.
beautiful fruit.
Took over. Is Aiden
Is that Aiden?
surviving?
Survive?
Kebab.
I just heard, is that Aiden? And then it said survive. Wow.
It's his mom.
So are you talking about Aiden transfer? So they took you from the basement to the garage? Is that what you're telling us?
Conditions of.
Conditions were right?
Elves.
No, it can't be anybody that is alive, it cannot be. Oh, Aiden lost his mom. Got it, sorry. I was thinking you were saying something about John's mother. Egg. I think Aiden will come up with something more.
The weekend.
And it says on the weekend. And my darlings, I'm going to do about 30 more minutes of this. And then I have an appointment. Weekend. Widow. You know, widow keeps coming up in the cards. What's the widow thing about?
with your. Shove that.
Oh, here. Ate that.
Diagnostic.
John had the Widowmaker. Thank you, Grimir. Over here.
Injured.
Injured. Agent.
Where?
So there's another agent that's going to come about?
Actually, current.
Yep. And that's Hank. He's opening his own press. Okay, so he's talking about Aiden. Oops, sorry. He's talking about Aiden because he just said the press.
Those miss out.
Gotta miss out. Agents are watching. Look at the press. Sit tight. Chloe, if you're there, can you bark for us? And don't think animals can't come through there. I've heard animals before. Oh, okay. Well, if Chloe if Chloe is there
In place.
in place, that's right. Let her bark. Can Chloe bark for us?
Killed 6.
We'll wait. We'll wait.
Right.
Now warning it.
Ourselves a ship.
Funeral.
Seen you.
Higgins and Brian didn't go to your funeral, did they? Said Zelda. I hear ya. I'm here. Tell me what I'm asking you if you can.
You're no.
And we all. A lot.
It's music because I.
Unnerved. You join Aaron.
Making a launch.
Making a launch?
When you.
Whose funeral are we talking about? Breaking the law?
Let's go.
So who's going to sing? Mistake. So was this a mistake? Who's going to sing?
I'm the Prime Minister.
You're priming it? Hey, Berkey, if you're there, Berkey, what do you know? You came through one time. What do you know, Berkey?
Suppose.
That sounded like a breaking news thing. Da da da. Mistake.
Israel has been
We know.
off of the
I know. So tell us who's singing. Who will be singing?
Marbles.
You know,
What do you think?
I wouldn't mind Richie hearing this, but I'm not going to tell Aiden because I know how Aiden feels. And I'm not going to tell the Glairer because I know what he's posted about psychics and all this type of thing. So we're just going to keep this between us. What was a mistake? Did you see that, Elizabeth? I don't care, you know. But I understand. Stop it.
No.
That's my cat walking around.
is
Listen, I love Melanie. She is tireless. When
You go down.
you go down, when this is over, recovery. This is says recovery.
And you say,
Ugly. When we get to 10,000 subscribers, I'm going to officially invite Melanie. I got some other people that I'm going to invite too. So please make sure that you subscribe. Yes, you can slow it down for the re-listen.
went from what?
Well, I will tell you, there are a lot of people in this industry that the last trial, there were so many people that said that she would be locked up and the key thrown away and all that. Clean. And I kept saying, no, she's not. And they would get mad at me. Tell me that I was not a reader. Well, the cards don't lie. Sorry. But they influence.
just sick.
Yeah, it's sick. That's right.
You still have to.
You still have to, yeah. Richie doesn't feel that way. Richie, I've read cards for Richie.
badly.
That was
I
that was Kai. That was Kai. We sang happy birthday to Kai. He will never know it, but we sent him a lot of good vibes.
She was
will try and
probably excited.
It is funny, and it picks up because that is your clue. You see all those numbers in the back right over here. That's my finger. Those are the frequencies. That's scanning binary frequencies. This is all based on binary.
Government approved.
Thanks, how dare you. So glad you're here.
try to help.
Whoa. You tried to help, honey? Guilty? You tried to help who?
Finally, to
Bless you. Riley.
Living there.
economy.
When you see
In my ecosystem.
Zelda, the others in Dion's group that I met on set were so cruel neck sweater. When I saw what you made of yourself, I knew you were a maverick. Thank you. I'll take that. Those gals were something. That I'm telling you. Those people, there were a couple of guys.
Sure.
Sure, yeah. I could tell you stories.
Young.
Kick. Who kicked? All right. Time out, because John's energy told me that he was kicked. When he went down, they laughed at him until they understood how serious this was.
of you
Iron unit. It might just.
It might just. Kick. Okay, so I'm just really wanting to speak to John's energy. The rest of you can do whatever you like. But if John's energy is coming through,
And
we will chat. That's how it works.
take
tease.
You're making my nose run.
$36.
36.
Why not?
Being able to.
And able to. Cold. Okay, so that is John. Cold. Who's tell us who's gonna sing about all this. Look at the cold there. $36. Every time you tell John
Okay.
that you're going, he shows up strong. Just say goodnight. Yeah. So John, I'm gonna be heading out in about 15 minutes. So
Haven't seen.
speak
In
now.
tennis.
Tennis. Speak now, or hold your peace until we come back to you. Thanks everyone for being here. I want to know 36. Who's at 36 Fairview? Wasn't 36 the address that they had on the police report at first, or was that 32?
tonight.
Please do me a favor and like 50.
Total.
Jawohl. Is that what you said? Jawohl.
It's very.
Let's see what we can get going. Wie geht's du? Was ist los? Ich bin eine Lady Zelda von Görlitz. Vielen Dank für deine Freundschaft, bitte.
Follow the.
Dein Essen sieht gut aus. Danke, deins auch. Schreib mir mal. Schreib mir mal. Rage. So there were rage there. There was rage. The chunks are 36. Yes. Ich bin eine Kartentante.
My sporting life.
Wie geht's du? Was ist los? Du bist willkommen hier. Hippie chick, my darling. This is our hippie chick was boots on the ground not long ago. Go look for she's got some great videos. We will watch them. I googled it. The first house when you turn on Fairview is 36. Next is 34.
I can't.
Did that sound German? I did. I was talking. Liebchen? Liebchen? Ich liebe dich. Liebchen?
Stuff.
Size. Your shoe size. What size is your shoe? What size is in evidence? In this case, size matters. I want to know your shoe size, pal.
So you've got.
Plans.
Well, John? In München steht ein Hofbräuhaus, ein, zwei Sofa, dort geht sie macht Nadelmaus. Johnnylein, Ginkelein, in den großen Wald hinein, stark und hut steht Johnny gut, ist wohlgemut.
Spectator.
Spectator.
Lenses to.
Just stick.
Aw. Yeah, they did me too. All the baby songs, all the drinking songs. Fixated.
Didn't really.
Yesterday was 33. Thank you, Ginkgo. Thank you. Because those shoes look pretty large to be a kid. If he was 6'2", yeah.
Emily.
I want to know what size is in evidence and what size he really took. Monday will be 34 because they don't count weekends.
Right. I know.
I just heard Higgins.
Morning.
Morning.
Dinner?
I have not had dinner.
Someone sit.
Someone sit.
Out of that.
Is that
Learn. Cent. As in 50?
Future. It is.
Vielen Dank für den Kaufdieter Hank Brennan. She's okay, darling.
Whatever else.
She's going to be okay. Clock. Okay, so what time? I believe it's the verdict clock is on. It's day 2 of verdict watch. So I believe Samantha. That says Samantha, everyone.
Camden.
Thanks, honey. Thanks for being here. Theodore. Thanks for being here, darling.
start from
227.
Read
Yes.
it.
Kenton High. Ali, he said. In Euro, men's shoe would be 45 or his side. USA is 11, yeah. I think that's a little small, but you never know.
he said
Do you remember how I kept saying, was it Samantha Birchmore?
We don't need
And everybody kept saying, no, it's Sandra. But I kept saying, there's
He
a
highlighted.
Samantha. My devices are starting to go weird.
Coat.
I heard that. I think he's talking about the Coca-Cola.
So.
Because I know it was upsetting. Coke or Coat. But it was upsetting, and I kept hearing that voice that would say Samantha Birchmore. I thought,
fuel for
and it was Sandra. And it made everybody mad, and I felt so bad. I couldn't help it. No, I don't think so, Kim.
Quarry legend.
So, John, I'm going to wind it down now and start saying goodbye. Are you okay,
The wind.
Sammy? Where's that? What's that up there? Du, ich bin eine Honkbrennen. Was ist los mit dis Klaus Dieter? Google search fast papers. It says family of Chung lives there, actually spelled Chung. Yeah. At 36.
Yeah, when you were.
Yeah. Oh,
We'll see.
he lied under oath on Puffy Coat. 20th. When, okay, it's given us a date. The 20th. The cards say that this weekend is going to be significant for Daniel. Significant for Karen. 14th, 15th, and 18th. Okay. I heard Wolf. And it says Daniel. Can you give us a police radio transmission, please?
Fine.
Fine. What is the UK doing here? Hello, Sammy. Here's my Sammy. Does he copy? Looky, Sam, there's a picture of you.
People are.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, that was a transmission. No, you're not crazy. We're talking about 34 and 36 and 32, all these different places. You're not crazy a bit, darling. Don't worry. You're not crazy. Someone just sent me a Venmo. I am going to put that up there again. Thank you very much. Oh, it is up there. Thank you very much for sending me. I appreciate you. So, oh, don't, Sam. Get back, sissy. Get back. Someone sent me a Venmo and I can't see it. Uh-oh. Don't look at this word. Don't mention that word.
This was.
And do a.
Stop. Entered. Yep. Hi, Bonnie. Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. We're going to get off this word. I got a couple of minutes, then I have to go because I have to get ready for an appointment that I have. I'm so glad that you're all here. Sudden. I'm going to take that off the screen.
For business.
Because I don't want to get in trouble. I asked if he was an a-hole. Rico?
The budget.
Right, Karen? But I wanted to see what they have to say because they've been mentioning some people. They were talking about Aiden and Karen. They mentioned their names. Tooth. See, they even laugh on the other side. We know whose tooth. Right? Case. Okay. Now that word's off there, we can.
So,
I heard that again.
It's quick.
Let me too. Oh. That sounded like loading a clip, if you know what I mean.
Fraudulent.
Fraudulent. Case. That's right. That word followed case. That's right. So, John, we're going to have to say goodnight. You want to give us one last word? One last word, and then we're going to say goodnight.
takes with you.
I have heartburn.
Hey, a thief.
Papers.
Papers. Did you hear that? Papers. It said take me. Papers.
Again.
Tired. I bet you are. I bet your energy is tired. We all love you. We're praying for Karen. What's the number? Papers. So we're going to say goodnight to this guy. And we're going to give John one more opportunity for one more word. And then we're going to say goodbye to each other because you know I love ya. Hello. I heard the sit down demon too. Did you? I heard that. Sit down demon. Driving. I'm not going to be driving anytime soon. But I will in a couple of days. So we're going to leave it there at that. And hear sound. Hear the sound of silence. All right. And we're going to cut that off. Give me a second. So you see, every time I say I'm going, here's another word. Here's another word. Karen was driving. Oh, Karen. Okay, well, we're going to cut that off right now. And you know, if I can mention this, my darlings, the one thing, I don't know if you realized, we had, during closing arguments, we did not hear any sirens whatsoever. Did you think about that? All wonderful. All wonderful. So driving is for Traff, yeah. But wait, there's more. Emily says, that's right. So my darlings, another wonderful night with you. I'm going to take a little rest tomorrow because I know we're going to have a big week. I'm going to be on probably somewhere around just right before 9 o'clock because I know the jurors will come in probably 8:45. We're going to do, I'll be on 8:45. I'll be ready. So every one of you, you're welcome to come in with me. We're going to just talk and we're going to keep watching about what's happening and kind of sort of go from there. And we'll see. I have a feeling that it will be Monday after lunch. Wasn't it after lunch the first time they came back with a verdict? I was thinking that it was. I was thinking so. Anyway, my darlings, don't forget, email me if you want to be on the watch list for the House of Zelda cards. It does take a little time to put them together. So please, thank you so much for your patience. And I thank you, my darlings, for being here. Thank you to my mods because they are so wonderful. I just love the idea that they are here, and they are so interjective with us. I love that. Jerry, thank you so much. She is the best. I'll tell you what, she's the best. She's the best. So I am thinking that it was after lunch the last time the verdict came through. Maybe I'll look tomorrow and see. I do want to look. I know that testimony from Yuri Buchanek was May 8th. I believe it was day 12 of this case now, where Yuri was the rattled by the bag moving. I do want to play that for all of you if you haven't seen that. So, free Karen Reed, love to each and every one of you. Have a beautiful, wonderful weekend. Chill out tomorrow. Try to. And have a wonderful, wonderful time. But I think it'll be after lunch. I do believe it'll be before 4:30. So I think we're talking between maybe 1:30 and 4:30 on Monday. So get some rest. And get ready. And happy Father's Day to each and every one of you fathers out there. And happy Father's Day to each and every one of you mothers out there who have taken on the role of both dad and mom. I had to do that when my son was young, and it's tough. But you know what? We get through, don't we? We always do. So there we are, my darling. So stay tuned for the outro. Have a wonderful night. And as I always say, I'll see you in court, my darlings. Bye for now. They'll tell you the facts are clear, but the truth always flickers between the lines. In every shadow, there's a secret that refuses to stay buried. Clues hide in symbols, and sometimes even fate won't show its hand. Voices echo not just from the living, but from the silence they leave behind. I'm Lady Zelda. This is Seeing Crime, where what's hidden doesn't stay hidden for long. Until next time, keep watching.